Performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield. On 2nd down, Forte. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The offensive starters now for the Jets.
Matt Forte has been a stat stuffer his entire career. Running it, catching it, able to get into the end zone and produce points for his team. But what he is to me is a stabilizer. Can stay in there and handle blitz pickup, keep his quarterbacks clean, and of course, move out and catch the ball out of the backfield.
All right, here we go.
Throwing is McCown on 3rd down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Check, Patriot. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Forte gets the handoff from McCown. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
In motion left goes a tight end. Again they run. Again it's Forte. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendencies. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now a toss. This is Forte. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. McCown looking to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They stay on the ground. Forte again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Now the count of the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 91 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. The count now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw is McCown. He'll rifle this one deep right side. The swing pass caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On third down, Ryan. Finding Gabriel, complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. An update from Buffalo. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
No, check, Patriot! Check! No, check, Patriot!
The drive begins with a run by Forte. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
From the gun on third, McCown found his target. It's Anderson. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19.
On the counter, Forte. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Well, that changes things.
Boy, does it ever, because you're certainly not expected to go backward on 2nd and inches. Now you're bringing up 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. You're probably going to throw the football because, truthfully, that's the NFL way. Very few teams run the ball in 3rd and short situations nowadays.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. And got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Set. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The count again on 2nd and 10. Sets up the screen to Forte. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Now let's go. No, Jack, Patriot.
Another run, this time Forte. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Matt Forte, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They start on the ground with Forte. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now McCown, a dump off to Forte. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, this is Forte. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Now let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now McCown. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. It's McCown. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dontari Poe in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
McCown throwing on 2nd. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, here's McCown. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice nice gain of 21 yards. McCown going to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Bilal Powell as time expires in the first half. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
Well, my education continues in this game. I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful. And it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This one fielded at the 5. And here now come the Falcons. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now it's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. And hang on here. It's the captain of their offense, Matt Ryan, shaken up and remaining on the ground. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Hot. Blue 90. Hot.
They'll give it up to Forte. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3rd down. Here's Forte. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The decision for Todd Bowles, and he says let's go for it on 4th down. They are going for it. It's McCown. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The rookie from UCLA Tech, McKinley. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Leonard Williams. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, the offense has moved the ball pretty well on this drive, but now the defense are bowing their neck up a little bit, aren't they?
Yeah, not only they're bowing it up, but I think they took a little bit of a gamble there because on second down, they sent people after him and got him, and that puts him in a pretty good spot now to bring up a 3rd and long.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 16 on 3rd and 16, and that spot moves the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On second down, Ryan. Coleman has it here right side. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Coney Ealing in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First down, McCown. He hits Greg, complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's McCown. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now McCown on the bootleg. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The rookie from UCLA, Tech McKinley. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Lucky 56! Lucky!
They fake the give to Forte. Now McCown. He's going to look deep down the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
All right, here we go. Gun!
From the gun, it's McCown. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. On 1st down, Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again. Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Looking deep for Julio. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Runs through the contact. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
The Jets go for it. Here's McCown on the move to his left. And he's got a new one. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Give him 27 yards that time. And it's good for a New York first down. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on fourth down in the fourth quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught Safarian Jenkins right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on first is McCown. Drops it underneath to Forte. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Again, this is Forte. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll try and get it with Forte. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw is McCown. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Off the play fake to Forte, McCown. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Josh McCown with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They are in the 4th in Buffalo. And the Bills have now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. Nate Peterman, 3 touchdown passes thus far. McCown going to throw it here. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like he said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. This is Forte. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Here's Forte. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A running play now for Forte. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Man, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. To throw is McCown. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Derek Shelby in there to get him for a loss of 5. Oh, not running. McCown wants to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. McCown to throw. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This will likely be the last play and wrap things up. One last shot for Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Jamal Agnew, the rookie out of San Diego. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Jets, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.